That's right, dudes, we have got a Yamaha R7 to play with today. Look at this thing, man. So clean. Holy hang off. That's right, dudes, we are on an MT-07. What am I doing on this thing? I don't know. I'm having fun, I know that much. I can tell you that for free. I hope the camera's cleared up. I've been rained on and off, so hopefully there's no specks of rubbish. But either way, we'll make it work. And I hope the scenery looks lovely for you guys. But yes, we're on top of a lovely Yamaha MT-07. This bike looks so sick and white. I'm actually quite gobsmacked about the colour scheme. The white looks pretty epic. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been on one of these, and they never disappoint. I get when they first came out, me included, I was a bit skeptical because I'm an old school guy, and when you say R series, I'm thinking of an R1 or an R6. So I get that they don't live up to the hype in terms of their inline 4 counterparts. But unlike our boomers in our life, we got to move on and get with the times, and this is just part of it. And I've got to be realistic. There is no need for an R6 or an R1 on the street, as much as you're entitled to own one. And I definitely would choose an R6 over this any day, but that's personal preference. But if I was to recommend any, I'd recommend this over any of those any day, especially for a new rider. This has got plenty of power, plenty of punch, plenty of that super sport ergonomics that you're looking for. It just fits that perfect middle ground that you can feel like you are Valentino Rossi. Dudes, look at the way the heavens have opened up. I'm sure the lighting looks magical on the camera right now. I mean, life's not too bad. You got a bunch of bikes. I'm on an R7, going through the back roads of New Zealand. What more can you ask for? So much fun. But yeah, this isn't like a proper review of this bike, although I may do one at some point if you guys want it. There's plenty of them out there. This is just my initial feelings again of riding an R7. And you know what? This is probably the third time I've ridden one. I would say third time round, I'm starting to get it. I actually used to dislike these bikes quite a lot for the obvious reason, as I just said, because they are not true R bikes in my eyes, but also because I never gelled with it the first time I rode one. Maybe because I came in with that stigma or that notion that I was going to hate it, so I didn't really give it the time of day. But coming into it now with a fresh pair of eyes, I take it all back. I take it all back. This bike is actually pretty perfect if you're looking for this kind of platform. It's got plenty of punch when you need it, but also not so much that you feel like you can't use it, which that kind of sucks. I mean, I know some people like to play that big dick swinging competition, but what's the point really? Like, I like having fast bikes and fun stuff, but what's the point when you can't even put the power to the ground? It's just stupid. With this, you can ride it and you don't have to rely on the electronics. A bit like that KTM. You can just enjoy it for what it is. Like, it's a 700cc animal. Especially when you're good at riding these bikes, you can just sit in a power band all day. So even myself, who used to be on the side of things saying that these were quite lackluster to ride, I've got to tone my ego down and realise what they are and what they aren't. So for what they are, they have so much power. Like I said, keep these things in a power band and you can just peel this thing around corners all day. It'll carve up canyons, it'll chew up highways, pretty much does it all. The only thing it doesn't do is do it too comfortably. But you know what you're getting into when you get one of these bikes. You're not getting one of these for comfort, otherwise you'd get yourself a Harley Davidson. But all jokes aside, these are what they are. Most people know what they're about nowadays and they know what they get into. And I tell you what, if you have one of these bikes at the moment, I'm starting to be envious, because this bike has, in the last half an hour, grown on me more so than I thought it ever would. But don't get that twisted. You're never going to see me own one of these on the channel, even though never say never. I just can't see me owning an R7. I think I would still go out of my way to get an R6. And especially when you give yourself a nice arm to knee tuck and you really get in there, you can pretend you're on a racetrack all day without breaking ridiculous speed limits. Oh, downshifting is so nice on these. That's the good thing about these Yamaha parallel twins. They're so predictable, which makes them so good for you to abuse, if that makes sense. If you've got a little bit of experience under your belt, you can do what you want with these engines and they'll just react exactly how you want them to. They're very predictable, and that predictability gives you shed loads of confidence. Like knowing exactly how this bike is going to react means I can downshift, grab a handful of gas, point it around corners however I want, and not have to worry about a random power band kicking in or something mental happening or it unnecessarily losing power when I don't want it to. It just does what you want it to do. It is very, very, very reliable. Such a sick bike. Wow. And it does that. It does that very well. Look, on, off, ready? On, off, on, off, on, off. It's got grunt. It's got low end torque for days. I can only imagine if you clutch this thing up. I'm not going to because it's not my bike. But I can see why some of you squids out there, you get these bikes purely to rag on them and try to do wheelies with them. Maybe should I drop back a bit? Let's drop back and give it a third gear pull. How about that? We've got no one behind us. Third gear peel off, let's go. Whoa. Even short shifting, this thing is magic. It doesn't stop pulling. Okay, 6th gear, low RPM. Bit lumpy, but once it's going, there's the torque. So user friendly. It's so road friendly, that's the best way of saying it. These bikes are super sport for the road. That's the best way of describing them. That's where I think I've just summed it up. This is where I've let myself down in the past with these things. As I said, I've just got to be aware of what they are and what they aren't. They are cosplay super sport bikes for the street. They're exactly what sport bikes should be for the street. Oh man, I just wish I didn't have this backpack on pushing my helmet forward. Just for you guys to get an idea of what's going on when I look up in towards my eyebrows, as I would do when I'm hunched over a bike. I can just see the rim of my helmet. Not really much out the visor. Hello, Mr. Policeman. We've had enough of those for 1 year. They've taken enough points off me. They're not taking any more. I won't let them. They're gonna catch me first. I'm joking. That's how you lose them in the first place. Oh man, these roads are so nice, even on the dreary day that we're on today. But if you are interested at all, I give these my seal of approval. They've won me over. I'm so glad I took the opportunity to ride another one of these. It's been a long time, maybe a long time coming, and I'm glad I gave it a second chance. And that just shows people, unless you go into something with an open mind, you're going to be biased. And with the bias that I gave this bike, I was already negative. But once I said to myself, nope, Ryan, we're going to go into this for what it is and just see what we actually feel about the bike. Take it all back. This thing is awesome, especially this color scheme. Yeah, this bike's cool, man. You've won me over again, Yamaha. You've done it again. I'm glad I gave this thing a second chance. Well, how is that to end up this video, guys? Check out the view on that. Not bad, is it, for an average Sunday with the weather as it is? Ugh. That's one thing the R7 doesn't do good. It doesn't like bumps like these. Yeah. Oh man. Ugh. It's like a pogo stick. On a side note, that Supermoto sounds so good. I love that KTM. You definitely won't be catching me swapping that for this anytime soon. Well, there you have it, guys. That is an R7. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out all of my socials. Patreon and Instagram, links will be in the description. And yeah, this looks super clean. Look at these turn signals. Amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.